Okay guys, thanks for finding another video with word games. We just went 3 and out. We bought these at the state line between Reno, Nevada and Truckee, and we bought them out of the machine and did not have a tremendous amount of luck, but we do have 3 more here, this being the first, and we're going to see if we can't draw out a win. Okay, a little bit of help here, not a tremendous amount of those vowels. Now here's a couple small words that we've started out with. And let's see if we can't make something happen here. Okay, do have an M. Couple of them. We have not used a J in several tickets. I see we do have a Q here, which they keep giving us, and we haven't used it either. Okay, R. Boy, this is a tough one here. We need a Q, a U, and a Z. And that may be the word we spell, you just don't know. Okay, the letter Y is not helpful, and don't think the K is either. Alright, there's the W. I think there's more than one W here. 1, 2, is there a third one? No. Still welcome those though. Alright. X is not one of the toughies we need. There's the Q. Won't bother looking for a second one because I know there isn't one. Okay, 6 to go. We're looking okay. Nothing to, no records set here yet. And the T helps us. Unfortunately, only in one spot. Okay, another tough one that is unusable. And one C, S-A-L, we missed all those, didn't we? No L, no S, so there is an S. Okay, we still can spell social with an A and an L. So we're not going to spell social because they gave us the letter P. This ticket is going to be good for one thing, and that's the second chance drawing. Okay, no A, no U, and no F. And I do not see a B. And as one of our viewers asked if I was blind, I answered and I told them yes, as a matter of fact, very. All right. We appreciate your comments, good or bad. We don't take them to heart. All right. Let's see if we can't bring. Now, we've had the letter, we've had the word Jade on an earlier ticket. That is a friend of mine's name, so I always remember that. And that might be the 4th or 5th time the Jade word has come up. I don't think I've spelled it yet because I probably would have posted on her Facebook page to show her we won a little money in her honor, but it hasn't happened yet, so until it does, there will be no sharing on Jade's Facebook page. And we appreciate all the shares and the likes, guys, because when you share and people that come in that are new watch our videos and subscribe, it only helps us. Helps cover some of those expenses on our trips and on our tickets, where we're not getting a ton of return, as has been today. We just have not had the best of luck with tickets today, but as you know, that can all turn around quickly, and sometimes does. Okay, K. However, these are the days you're glad you're only scratching $2 and $3 tickets, because if you were scratching $10 and $20 tickets, it would really put a mark on the old bankroll. But we're here for fun and entertainment, and that's what we will continue to do. All right. But we are desperately looking for, we're looking for a T is what we're looking for, but we're desperately looking to bring a win here because it only makes things more interesting. All right, couple L's. We could use an S, would be just lovely. If an S rolled off, we would be free rolling because we have 5 times something. And the Z was much needed in the last word. I think the Q was too. Okay, we need the S that's right next to the R. Now here's an interesting one here. If we get a couple vowels at the bottom, we need an O and a U. Alright, we are looking for the S. There is a darn V. Yeah, an O and an E would spell a couple of words, I think, or the O and the U. Alright, violet. We need an O and L. We need everything here. I don't think we're going to spell violet. And I don't think we're going to spell anything with an X in it. Alright, here's an H. And we are down to crunch time, guys. We need a lot of help on the next. Was there only one U? Now, there was an X in 6. I didn't even see that. Alright. There's an E. You always welcome the E, but unfortunately on this ticket, it was not what was needed. Let's double check. See, we did not get the A, which means the F means nothing. No S. Got the upside down W as the way of an M, and no O. So we did get an L, but no F. That was only a little bit of excitement. No S. Okay, only number 2. Let's start at the top, and we do have an X. So we're actually starting off well, and you can use an X. Let's hopefully we can use all 3 of these, this top row. Yep, a couple of G's, and the S I can guarantee you should be used. Yep. All right, good start on the top row. Sometimes those can be the real doozies, especially when you get letters like X. All right, the Z, we couldn't get lucky with the Z and the X. And money is of course what we're after here. Okay, F. No F. I think I saw a couple of W's. 1, 2, very nice. And did not see a V, but that doesn't mean there wasn't one, but there isn't. Okay, that was the hard luck row with the real tough ones. Money, here we go with money. Maybe that'll be the one we spell and get a 5 times. Okay, I saw several letter N's. 1, 2, 3. All right, that helped. D, I don't remember. Still looking. Okay, grab has an R. Okay, here we go. We need an A badly. We need an A badly. I didn't miss a C. And if we hit the 30,000, we wouldn't be able to retire, but it wouldn't hurt our feelings. Okay, E and I would be great. A T wouldn't hurt either. All right, there's the T I was referring to. 1, 2, 3 T's. That didn't hurt things. We could really use a couple of strong vowels at the bottom. Okay, now start looking for misses here. Did not miss a P or a C. All right, there's that E again, guys. That always seems to be the one that we are looking for. And a P for topic. We could spell actually with an I and a C. Alright, E, be there. Nope, a U. And they gave us one we just can't use. Okay, the A, I don't think is going to fill us in. Oh, yes, it did. We finally spelled a word here, guys. I was losing a little confidence here on the word games. We had a slow day. However, underneath this prize, I'm just still looking here as I'm chatting your ear off here. We did not miss a C. Underneath any of these prizes can be the 30,000. It does not have to be something down below here. So let's scratch our worn word and let's hope it's more than a ticket. All right, guys. Look for us in Arizona. We will be there in 3 or 4 days. And I think the next time, that quarter, I'm going to spend on something like a candy bar, if you can still buy a candy bar for a quarter. But look for us in Arizona. We are going to buy some more of our frosty crosswords that we did well a couple weeks ago. And thanks for tuning in. Nevada Arcade out.